Hey guys, it's Lizzie here. Today we're going to be making an awesome fall soup, potato broccoli soup. It's so amazing, so good. We're going to be using some ingredients, some nutritional yeast, some cayenne, some garlic, and some salt, some pepper. It's going to be amazing, guys. We're going to start out with a pound of, I use russet potatoes, but you guys can use any potato you want. Creamy potatoes are really good for this recipe. Red or white potatoes are just awesome, but I had some russet on hand, so I just went ahead and used those. I went ahead and gave them a quick rinse. I suggest that you peel them, but it's really up to you. I'm sure that they'll taste just fine because we're going to be blending them up anyway, so it's up to you, but I went ahead and peeled them. You guys can just give them a quick chop. Don't worry too much about size. Try to keep them a little bit even because you're going to want to cook them evenly. Again, the smaller that you cook or you chop them, the faster they're going to cook. These took about 10 to 12 minutes to cook. I'm also going to throw in some broccoli, obviously. Hello, potato broccoli soup. I added about maybe 1.5 cups to 2 cups of broccoli to this recipe. And when I chopped them, I tried to chop them as close to the same size as the potatoes. Again, we're gonna put those in after everything comes to a boil, but that way they'll just cook at the same time that the potatoes do, get all even and stuff. Now we're just going to throw the potatoes in a pot, and we're going to add the seasonings now. I did a little bit more than a teaspoon of cayenne, which made it really, really spicy. So if you guys don't want as much spice, maybe half of that. I added the same with the garlic powder, about the same of salt, and then 1/2 cup of nutritional yeast, and that gave it a real good cheesy flavor. Then I added about 32 ounces of water, and then just brought it to a boil. Probably just enough water to cover the potatoes, maybe a little bit more than that. Just give it a good stir and then let it boil for a little bit. After it just starts to come to a boil, you're going to want to add in your broccoli now. That way, the broccoli doesn't take as long to cook as the potatoes. So I usually wait until after it starts to boil to add the broccoli, and then it usually evens out pretty easily. So they both cook at a pretty good efficient time. Now that it's back to a boil, just go ahead and cover it and let it do its thing for about 10 minutes. It should come out looking kind of like this. While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and start chopping up some kale. That was just kind of my own thing. I like to add in any greens that I can, anywhere I can, and kale is just so awesome in soups. Otherwise, I'm not a huge fan of kale, but for some reason, I just absolutely love it in soups. I don't know if it's a texture thing or, I don't know. It's a little bit of extra something in there. Just extra texture, I guess. Alright, now's the time that we're going to be marrying everything in the blender, and it's just going to be so amazing, guys. It's going to be cheesy, and it's going to be thick. It's just going to be so rockin'. I ordered a hand blender because I really want to get a hand blender so I don't have to keep putting it in my Ninja. But the Ninja works just fine. I mean, it's a high speed. It works pretty well. So I had it ready in, 30 seconds maybe. It wasn't bad at all. I just don't like the extra dishes because, I'm lazy like that, but whatever. And then I'm just going to add it back into the pot, and then I added the kale afterwards because, like I said, I just like the whole bit of kale. I think it is a texture thing for me. Maybe I just like that little extra bite. It turned out so good, guys. It was really, really awesome that way. You could blend it up, but personally, I just like seeing the extra kale in there. And that is it, guys. It was a little hot for me, so I went ahead and added some leftover, just some cold rice. And it was so good, guys. Some hot soup with some cold rice. There's nothing like it, guys. You could even add some kimchi to this if you wanted, which I did. I really hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.